Hey flooring installers, Dave Hunt from Vermont Custom Rug with a video dictionary. Term here is flattening a seam. Earlier we did a part on sewing over a core, and when you're sewing a seam, the seam naturally becomes peaked, and as you can see here, the seam is lifted up. We've got the sewn seam, and this is one of the final steps in finishing a seam. So what we're going to do is we're going to rub it flat, and you can use any type of blunt, heavy blunt object. I usually use the backside of a hammer, but anything that's heavy, even in times of a pinch, I've even used the backside of a tape measure. But you need some sort of blunt, heavy object, and the technique is simply just you're going to just rub the seam flat. And the thing about rubbing a seam flat is that the seam has been peaked when it's been stitched, and not only does this flatten out the seam, it also tightens up the stitches. Then once the seam is rubbed flat, we're going to apply a latex coating on the back, and that prevents chafing and any type of rubbing, fraying, and friction that might come from being put into use. We use a Parabon M267 is our preference. And here's the technique that we use to apply the adhesive nice and smooth and even. I use my thumb and one of my fingers, sort of make a little notch, like a little V trowel, if you will, and that just smooths it out and applies it nice and neat. And so there we go, flattening a finished seam. Hope this helps. Be well. Bye.